Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you caught your breath after that first thrilling matchup, because we have 4 more coming your way. And even better than 4 more matches, we've got the legendary Mustache here in the booth with us. Didn't have time to get his webcam set up, but you may get to see him here later. Stash, glad you're going to be joining us here. We've got 4 amazing games for the people coming out tonight.
Oh, I'm so excited. I was just telling you that I love it when I'm able to come and cast these local sports team matches.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, for those of you who don't know, Mustache is one of our community casters, also somebody who's been around for a long time, and his brother is actually the franchise owner for a local sports team. So, no favoritism, though. He's always doing a good job of keeping it nice and even here. Man, Tier 2, 16 months, man. Thanks so much for the support. Really appreciate it. I mentioned he was one of the OGs. You see it there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thanks for the support, man. And thanks to Hot Zen Monster. I see you hitting us with the Tier 1 4 months in a row. 5 months total. Says the Grandpa of Rocket League is here now. Let the fun begin here. Or let the games begin. Thank you so much for the support and being the grand champ of our heart. This is the Fall Circuit, sponsored by Tapper's Arcade Bar, Indy's very first retro arcade bar, and in my opinion, the very best. Check them out. !Tappers in the chat. We're very grateful to them for being one of our sponsors here, and we've enjoyed working with them. So, Mustache, we're getting ready to go into the game here. It's our first 3v3 match here on opening night. Mark, Arsayers, and Tempest taking on Brava Gunnar, DrunkCookies, and NotTodayKaren. Some newcomers taking on some familiar faces. Bound to be a good matchup here in Division 4.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how these guys are going to play up. You know, we've all seen DrunkCookies and NotTodayKaren. You know, they picked up a new player because they've moved up a division. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of chemistry Tempest comes in. Brava Gunnar rather. You know, comes in and fills that spot that Majestic Flying Narwhal played in the last division, in Division 6. But now, right now, Brava Gunnar with great dribble and a demo attempt, but it goes wide right from the blue goal. They put a shot on there, and there you go. Send it over to the midfield. Brava Gunner's going to possibly take it off the wall. Gives himself a little bit of time, but Mark does get a great 50, keeps it over onto their half. DrunkCookies tries to get it over Sayers, but can't make it happen. There's Brava Gunnar throwing it over onto the blue half, and the great offensive push that we're seeing right now out of the orange team. DrunkCookies gets it over one. Does he get over Sayers? He does, and what a great shot by Cookies to start us off for this particular series.
This is just persistence right here. Popped it over one, popped it over the second, and I don't think that the blue defense was thinking it was going to make it, but DrunkCookies starts off strong with the goal there. Nice play. Tulpa says, T-Nav's glasses give me life. Hey, that's what they're here for, bringing the shades to the people. Hot Zen Monsters out here repping the Swift Snakes in the house. You love to see that. Slippery Snakes franchise. They've got a lot of teams in the circuit. Swift Snakes is one of them. Deuce, Flash Force, Normac, 3-2-1 Death. Everybody hanging out here for opening night. Oh, it's one of the best nights of the year here with IGL. I mean, well, any night we're streaming, it's one of the best nights of the year, but there's just something magical about opening night. And so far, LST Yellow capturing that magic as NotTodayKaren comes all the way from the backfield to boom this one in. Nice play, good speed on that one. LST Yellow definitely showing off the fact that they are IGL veterans here, as they are taking a 2-0 lead at about the 3:30 mark here over the newcomers in Little Jumpy Monkeys.
What a fantastic name. Yeah. But, you know, going back to that goal, I saw Brava Gunnar. We all actually kind of saw the screen pan over to him as he, you know, just savagely went for that demo, and it really didn't need to happen as NotTodayKaren was able to get such a great shot. But I definitely like to see more demo plays that we're seeing out of Brava Gunnar. He, you know, watching LST last circuit and prior circuits before, NotTodayKaren was always the one that's going to go for all the demos. But right now, Brava Gunnar again gets his 3rd demo, I think, for the particular match. DrunkCookies with a great save, gets it out of harm's way. NotTodayKaren's going to get one more touch to send it over onto the blue half. DrunkCookies is there. Gets control of it. Mark goes for a great 50. Brava Gunnar's got a touch now. He's going to send it back over in front of the net, but Sayers does get the clear. DrunkCookies kind of misses his touch, kind of fakes out Tempest in the process. NotTodayKaren's going to be back. Bounce! What a great attempt right there. NotTodayKaren had to react fast to make sure that didn't go into net. And right now they're back on that offensive push, so great rotation from them. Keep them out of harm's way, and they are still up 2-0 with 2:22 left in the game. Gets it around Sayers. In the corner, DrunkCookies is going to set something up for Brava Gunnar. We see him right here, but no, Mark does get it cleared over to the corner. NotTodayKaren's going to have to make something happen right off the backboard. DrunkCookies is there, but Sayers with a great 50. Can he get one more touch? No, NotTodayKaren does get the dribble, sends it over to the corner. And again, the defense for a local sports team on top of their offense as well has been really propelling them in this particular game.
They've definitely shown a good mastery here on offense and defense with their rotations, playing a clean game, leaving them up 2-0. Well, there was a little bit of a battle for that top spot on the bits leaderboard as a good save by NotTodayKaren, but can't get the second one out as Tempest knocks that one in. Persistence here, bullying his way through the defense, gets it over 2 and keeps hope alive here for the little Jumpy Monkeys. But the follow-up on my thought there, people were fighting a little bit about that bits leaderboard earlier, but Disco Spider comes in with the 1,500 bits, trying to put an end to that debate. Thank you so much for the support, for the cheer. Really, really appreciate that, man. Appreciate everything you do for IGL. Disco is one of our mods, is also one of the co-franchise owners of Misfire Esports, along with Davey Rocket. Nice bump there, but we really appreciate you, Disco. Thanks so much for the cheer and for coming out here on opening night and supporting. We nearly saw a goal there coming out for LST off the bump play, but now it's coming back for the blue team, for the Monkeys, as they try to make something happen desperately here in these final 60 seconds as they're looking to force OT. They get one over the top. It is coming towards the right side, but Cookies with a nice pinch away. Blue team going to need to dial up the pressure here if they want to force some overtime.
Yeah, great call out from Brava Gunnar and DrunkCookies back there as they went for that save. They were both going for it, and you could definitely tell that one called off the other. Brava Gunnar, I am loving what I'm seeing out of him. The savage plays, he's constantly going for those bumps, those demo plays. We saw that potentially goal, opening bump that he had right there, searching for the defender. So I'm loving what I'm seeing out of him right now. DrunkCookies is typically doing what his thing. NotTodayKaren's about the only one that I would say a little bit more on the defensive side I'd like to see out of him, as Sayers is going to put a demo on to local sports team. Great shot attempt from Mark right there, but it does go wide left. Tempest is going to try and have to get any type of shot. NotTodayKaren is actually stalled in the net there. He's just kind of hanging back, making sure they don't get one more in. Something's got to happen now, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Local sports team Yellow takes game number 1.
Nice job by LST Yellow there. They definitely controlled the pace for a chunk of that game, but it was pretty close. I think we saw the little Jumpy Monkeys pick up a little bit of momentum there towards the end of that game, but just weren't able to seal the deal. But I don't know, LST looking strong here in this opening night matchup. You knew they were excited for the season, man. I mean, they had a good season in the summer. I think they got a third-place finish in one of the circuits, if I'm not mistaken. So they're coming back here. They're trying to make something happen. I think they've got 3 Rocket League teams, so a little bit shifting of the divisions and of the players and whatnot. But all the players for LST who played last season are playing, and we see 2 of them here, NotTodayKaren and DrunkCookies. And Brava Gunnar is actually a somewhat familiar face here in IGL as well. We've seen them in some Friday friendlies. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Brava Gunnar played on the team. Oh, this would be a crazy storyline here, Mustache. I think Brava Gunnar might have played on the team Goats and Boats, who was the number 1 seed that local sports team upset in the fall circuit when they had that second place finish as the 17th seed. I don't know if JT Displays is still hanging out in the chat, but he can probably confirm or deny if Brava Gunnar was part of that Goats and Boats squad, as maybe. Drexler says T-Now Smash 2020, and yes, JT does confirm that Brava was on there. So he's switching sides here a year later, coming in for a local sports team.
It's one of those, if you can't beat them, you join them type of situations.
Yeah, that's hey, sometimes that's how it's got to go here. And Disco even adds on to the fun fact, saying that Bravo was almost on Disco's team in his very first circuit. So Bravo Gunner's got some history.
Yeah, he's definitely been hanging out here, and tell you what, he's been getting great plays as DrunkCookies does send it down the pitch. But Brava Gunnar is going to be your last man back, but this one is actually going to go in, as I was, congratulating Brava Gunnar on such great plays. He kind of had a little bit of a stutter step there, got a little disoriented and just couldn't get the touch he wanted, but I'm sure he'll shake it off. One thing for the Monkeys that I really want to see more out of them is that offensive push. They need to put LST in their defensive third, because otherwise these guys are going to run away with it. They've always been a very offensive-led team. I don't want to say not well on their defense, but if you can catch them and push them in their defensive third, then you'll definitely have a lot better chance. But if you keep giving them time and effort, they'll just go away with it. DrunkCookies is on his rotation back. Sayers is going to be on the wall, but kind of leaves that one for DrunkCookies, and that's the type of situation you don't want to give any type of leniency to the boys of local sports team, no matter their team, because they definitely know what to do when it starts pushing onto the offense.
Yeah, to kind of tack on to that point there, Mustache, LST Yellow has looked extremely crisp on offense, and they haven't really been pressured too much by little Jumpy Monkeys on defense there, but we did see the few times that they had, they were kind of scrambling around a little bit, so I agree with you. I think if Jumpy Monkeys can put a little bit more pressure on, that they'll be able to definitely keep this series close and potentially put some more points on the board here. They've gotten off to a nice 1-0 start. This ball comes off the wall from Brava Gunnar. DrunkCookies looking at it, but Mark is there to knock it away. Arsayer's trying to start the counterattack now. Brava in the area. DrunkCookies can't sneak it around Mark. We are starting to see some more pressure here. I like the attempted pass there, but not today. Karen sniffs that one out, knocks it forward. Brava Gunnar continuing this, keeps the solo play going, but Tempest is there to knock it away. Popped up here. Missed by Not Today Karen. DrunkCookies with a good ball downfield. Arsayer's caught a little bit far forward. Can't swing around in time. And DrunkCookies gets the prayer. Throws up the Hail Mary here. Nice play in the backfield. Just look at that touch right under the crossbar there. Nice play by the captain.
That couldn't have been any better of a hit from DrunkCookies. It's Not Today Karen was actually up, ran out of boost, and just kind of floated and watched it fall into net. Great plays out of them. Now they are tied 1-1, and they can kind of get on that offensive push that we've been all seeing. And going back to the offense and defense of both teams, really, when you're in those, I always feel like when you're in these lower ranks, it's definitely more offensive push that we see. And then when you get into the higher ranks, it's whoever has the better defense. So if these teams can kind of not panic when they're in front of net, get the clears that they need to, and even when I'm Division 2, I feel the same situations. I've panicked in net. We've all done it before, so you just kind of have to keep your cool, and I think they can definitely come out with a win over LST. But right now, here, DrunkCookies is sending it over the wall. Sayers does not get the touch. DrunkCookies, can he get one more? But nobody's there. Not Today Karen was a little too far back. He's going to keep it going. DrunkCookies is caught up in their net, maybe possibly getting a bump on Tempest as he does. Great plays out of him. Brava Gunnar tries to put a shot on. Sayers misses his touch, but nobody's there. Everybody was on the same side for local sports team. So I would have liked to have seen them a little bit more spread out. If you've seen any of the pro players' YouTube videos and stuff like that, we all know that you want to have a triangle formation when you're on any type of attacking or defensive third. DrunkCookies there. Not Today Karen does pinch it up. Cookies does go up, beats one, but Sayers does hang back. Good idea from him to make sure he did not overcommit and possibly have a double commit. Brava Gunnar with a great dribble, but this one is going to hang back. He calls it off. Not Today Karen's going to get the touch off the wall. Kind of misses it, but does kind of get in Tempest's way, and that's all you really need to make sure that you can get it around your caught me off guard with my words, and nevertheless, Mark is going to throw it in the back of the net. Sayers with a great touch off the wall, gets it around two. Not Today Karen couldn't get the touch. Great play.
Yeah, that was a great passing play there. We had like the perfect camera angle to see that unfold. You saw the ball coming across. You saw Mark coming in from the far side. Really kind of preaching to your point there, Mustache, about the triangle formation there on offense, or at least, kind of spreading out a little bit. As Mark on the opposite side of the field was able to make the play on it, and they get another one. This time it's Arsayers, courtesy of the pass from Mark here. But man, the little Jumpy Monkeys They're attacking here in the final 60 seconds of this game number 2, popping off for a 2-goal lead. LST maybe feeling a little bit of pressure after that second goal went in, but Cookies answers. That's what big players make big plays, Mustache. DrunkCookies has consistently been an all-star here at IGL. He's been on some good teams, and he comes up big in the clutch when his team needs him here to cut that deficit back to 1.
Those are the type of plays you need. 43 seconds, more than enough time to catch up. If they can get another kickoff goal, that would be fantastic for them. But right now, you're right. You know, little Jumpy Monkeys, sorry, has definitely been playing a little bit better this game than they have game number 1. I feel like they're, you know, getting the communication down they need, getting the plays and touches they need. As this one is going in front of net, but no, a pinch does clear it out. Tempest tries to keep it in play right now. DrunkCookies goes for a bump, and so does Tempest go for one as well. Trying to clear out any of the defenders, making sure that nothing happens. DrunkCookies can't get control of it again. So he's got Karen and Cookies in the same corner. Karen's going to try and get one more touch, but can't make it happen. Cookie's going to put a shot on to Brava Gunnar. Can they get one more touch? No. It's going to pop up off the corner. Can anybody be there? Brava Gunnar is there. He gets a bounce, but no, this one is... No, I'm sorry. It's not going to fall. Brava Gunnar tries to keep it going. DrunkCookies finally cannot make it, and Jumpy Monkeys does take the game. A lot better offense from them. And like I said, pushing LST in their defensive third, that's where they get hurt.
Yeah, that was a really good finish to that one. Nice job by the Jumpy Monkeys to kind of lock it down a little bit there and not allow anything to get through, as it really... I actually thought local sports team was going to get one there. I mean, they were put on such great pressure. It really felt like they were about to make a huge play, but good defense from the blue team. Old Man Joe hitting us with the prime sub, 4 months of support, the grand champ of our hearts. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate the support there and everything you do for the community as one of our mods. Yeah. Now that's a campaign platform to run on there, Drexter. As president, I promise that I won't let popcorn kernels get stuck between anybody's teeth. Man, if I could figure out the secret to that, I would definitely run for president, because I love popcorn, and I think a lot of people would support me in my effort to bring that knowledge to the people.
It's got to have a disclaimer at the end of it, like we haven't quite figured out how to do that yet.
yeah, a little bit of a disclaimer there. So, we are tied at 1-1, I believe, here in the series. Yeah. I'm kind of getting used to adding in or saving the replays instead of taking screenshots. But I believe we're sitting at 1-1 here. And it was like you said, it was a good comeback there from the little Jumpy Monkeys after game 1. They evened this series up. The local sports team, they were building on that momentum there towards the end of it. So watch for them to come out here a little dangerously, try to take control of it early, because we did see the blue team strike first last time. And to your point, Mustache, you mentioned both these teams appearing to be pretty offensive-minded. Of course, LST, a pretty offensive-minded team. I think that going down early kind of knocked them off their groove a little bit. We didn't see them recover until it was a little too late.
Indeed, yeah. And it happens to everybody, so they definitely, you know, they're such a veteran team that I don't think it's really going to affect their games going into the other matches. But right now, you know, they just got, I'm seeing a little bit of double commits out of LST right now, so they definitely got to call off and make sure their communications are on point, as Brava Gunnar again goes for his dribble, his patented dribbles. We've seen so many from him so far, and there's a double commit out of the blue side. Nobody there on the left-hand side of Blue's side of the pitch, so nobody can make a touch from local sports team. Tempest is going to get one, gets it over one, but DrunkCookies does keep it away from the net. He's got to get control of it quickly. Mark tries to put a shot on. It's off the backboard. Is anybody going to be there from Blue? No. And a little bit of a pinch from both Karen and Brava Gunnar. Do clear it away. DrunkCookies has got control, but he's coming off the wall. Not today. Karen is there. DrunkCookies, can he get the 50? He does. Our Sayers is there, though, and Karen... Now, I'm sorry, Brava Gunnar goes up. Now Karen is kind of a little out of position, and that's something you don't want to see. You know, that could have been a miscommunication, and they come out unscathed of that one. good attempt from DrunkCookies, but back to what I was saying about that, you know, miscommunication in the corner. You don't want to see that because it did put NotTodayKaren in an awkward position. So luckily they came out unscathed, but you got to watch that. Make sure your communication's on point as DrunkCookies does get this cleared away.
Yeah, they were fortunate there that their defense held as we did see the blue team put a shot on target, but zeros on the scoreboard here. Defense starting to become king in game number 3. Big shout out to Disco Spider for the 1-year sub. Thanks so much for that. The Grand Champ Farhard. He's throwing the subs around. He's throwing the bits around. He's a mod. He's a player. What can't this man do? Unbelievable. Thanks so much for the support, man, and being the Grand Champ Farhard for a year. And Cookies, a fellow mod here at IGL. He's loving it. He says, I'm throwing up one for the mods here, boys. Lob over the top, comes flying through. It actually, I don't know if this would have altered the play or not, but he did bump into one of the people trying to come save it. It looked like it was still pretty well over both of them, but either way, still a pretty cool play there from Cookies to put LST up just under the halfway mark of this game. Offense has been hard to come by in this one, so it'll be interesting to see if it plays a factor, but I guess it's not hard to come by anymore, Mustache. Mark and Tempest link up for the equalizer. Great start of that whole sequence by Arsayers, and Mark just throwing his body up there, getting the block. Tempest comes flying in for the goal.
Yeah, that was a great read by Tempest, as we could see in that replay that after Mark got that 50, Tempest had already immediately jumped up, and Brava Gunnar was just a little bit late on the reaction, and that was all they needed to put that shot in the back of the net. As Brava Gunnar tries to get it over one, but no, Sayers with a great aerial does get it cleared away. DrunkCookies keeps it back over onto the blue half. Brava Gunnar tries to go up, and NotTodayKaren went up as well, so a little bit of a double. DrunkCookies, ooh, he gets kind of bumped. Can he get it out of there? He does. Nice little back turn to make sure, or really wasn't a half flip, but a good turn from him to make sure that they could get that cleared away. Arsayer's going to put a shot on. Brava Gunnar, I think, is a little bit low on boost. Great recovery on the wall. Tempest is going to try and keep it in front of the net. Now Mark puts a shot on, and nobody was in net. And again, keeping LST in their defensive third, that is the key to beating these guys. And right now, I think little Jumpy Monkeys are really starting to capitalize on this.
Yeah, that was a really great offensive sequence from the little Jumpy Monkeys. They kept rotating people in. They kept the pressure on. They really just wore LST's defense down quite a bit, but I mean, what can you say? DrunkCookies, again, finding an equalizer there. Mark not able to completely clear it away, although that was a good touch to keep it away from Brava Gunnar. He isn't able to completely get it cleared away, and DrunkCookies just nails it, scoring 2-2 here.
Yeah, DrunkCookies, I mean, he is doing everything perfect right now. And again, once they're on their, once they're on the offensive third, that's when they shine. And LST is, such a great team, but man, when they get pushed back in their defense, again, right there, we had two players in the same corner, nobody rotating around, too far spread out, or two players in the same position, the other one too far out. Brava Gunnar should have cut that and gone for defense, and again, they get caught off guard, 3-2, but if they can push it back on offense, they'll get that quick equalizer, and again, we'll have a tie game.
I know, these teams are just trading blows here in the second half of this match. We were sitting at zeros on the scoreboard for a good chunk of it, I think till about the 2-minute mark, and now all of a sudden it's a 3-2 ball game. Blue team pressure in here. Cookies can't get it off the wall. This is a dangerous ball. Arsayer's coming across. Not today. Does make a great save there, but it's still there for the taking. Mark back to the middle, just off the back of the car and out wide. Hits the post. Scary moment there for LST Yellow, but they hold. They only need one goal here to force OT. Mark keeps the pressure on. A little bit of a scramble here for LST Yellow. Everybody on that left side of the field. NotTodayKaren is able to gain control of it momentarily. Tempest off the wall. Coming back down towards the middle. DrunkCookies gets a nice touch on it. This one's trickling towards the net, but Mark elevates nicely to keep that one out. Great play by Tempest. Pops it forward. Tall order for LST Yellow here as this one just sneaks in. I was like, that's a goal, isn't it? I mean, it was, we were looking at it from the sideline camera, and it was 100% over the goal line. I mean, yeah, right there, and then it finally popped, and Mustache, that's the exclamation mark for the little Jumpy Monkeys as they move to match point here.
Yeah, you know, they have come alive since game number 1. They've got local sports team has to start controlling this game. They've got to start, you know, just not necessarily bad clears or, you know, both teams are getting questionable clears, but, you know, it is what it is. And I expect it from both of these teams, but it's the turnovers that they got to watch, you know, take control of it, control the speed. If you've got to, make sure you're, oh, Cookies crashed. So apparently DrunkCookies may have to come back. So I'll give it a little bit of time. I won't actually ready up. But, you know, if they can take control of this game, Brava Gunnar, we're seeing the dribbles coming from him. So if he can get the dribbles that he wants and start controlling it, start doing midfield passes, I really think they can start pushing this offense back. But right now, Jumpy Monkeys are starting to come alive. They know what they need to do. They know where local sports teams' weakness is, and they're capitalizing on it right now. And so hopefully we can see some more games and local sports team can take this game, take this next game so that we can go to a game 5. But otherwise, this could go to Jumpy Monkeys.
Yeah, this could go to them. They've definitely started picking up some momentum here in the games 2 and 3. It is a best of 5 here. So if the blue team wins this one, they will be closing the series out to start their season at 1-0. And it looks like LST Yellow is good to go there. DrunkCookies joining up. And then Mark, Arcsayers, and Tempest coming in here looking to win this one here. But don't count out LST Yellow. Strong team. They've been putting on a good performance here tonight. Season, this is going to be the running joke that I say all night here, Mustache, and I'm going to laugh at myself every single time. The undefeated season for local sports team Yellow is on the line right now. So if they can't get it together, their hopes and dreams of the undefeated season will be dashed. As Manibald hits us with the resub, 17 months. That is a woo indeed. Thank you so much for the support and being the grand champ of our heart. Stumbling End gets that follow, or hits that follow button, gets the shades. Appreciate it. But yeah, and then Garwin comes out of nowhere with the triple gift sub. Canoxotic, YT, Rise Ninja, and Nanook. All 3 names I recognize there. I believe we've got the a couple of people that played in the fall circuit, so congrats on being the grand champ of our heart, courtesy of the insane support coming out from Garwin, who says make sure to stick around to the 10 p.m. match because you will get to see that legendary, that legend there, Garwin, in the 10 p.m. match on the field. Thanks so much for the support. And then Ashenfield with the tier 1 becomes the grand champ of our heart. You guys are going to make me cry tonight. That's why I got to turn the webcam on and wear my glasses. The support is just unreal. Thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it. And a big shout out to Little Jumpy Monkeys and LST Yellow for letting me monologue, not doing anything too crazy. Now let's get back to the game here, Stash.
What a shot by NotTodayKaren right there. Complete banger. Didn't go in. A great defensive play by the boys of Little Jumpy Monkey. But, man, that was an incredible shot. NotTodayKaren, does he get the dribble? No. Mark does get it cleared away. But that's the type of situation I'm talking about where they can just take control of the game. I think they'll be able to come out on top. As Brava Gunnar should have really called off DrunkCookies right there, or Cookies maybe should not have gone up for that. But, nevertheless, nothing has happened because of it. So we are still 0-0 going onto the 3-minute mark. NotTodayKaren does get it cleared away. Ooh, a double commit from Sayers and Tempest. Can we see anything come out of local sports team Yellow? They need to capitalize on this, but no. Gives more than enough time to Mark. DrunkCookies is on his rotation, does get it cleared away. Karen is going to have to get a touch. He does. Sends it over to the mid. Back over to Blue's corner now. Can he get one more? No, but a demo attempt. After the dust clears, nothing comes of it. Mark is there, and it's cleared away over onto the orange half. DrunkCookies is coming on the wall. Sayers is there as well. Brava Gunnar is already up. Great play from him. He sends it over to the wall. Gets it around Mark, but nothing. Nobody there from local sports team. Mark gets a little bit of a mistouch right there, and we got 2 local sports team players in the same corner. So typically when I see situations like that and you're the 3rd man back, you have to watch over committing, because if they do get it around, or if you get it around your team, you basically have nobody back. So they just got to watch putting the same, or 2 players in the same corner, as nobody's there to put a defensive play on. And again, we're seeing them in their defensive third and just a little bit of a panic mode for local sports teams.
Yeah, it's definitely was tough there for them under so much pressure, but they hold steady, and we're coming down to the final 2 minutes. Blue team looking to push this one forward here. DrunkCookies was going for the demo there, not able to get it, so he'll rotate back around. A little bit of a double commit here for LST Yellow. That's a scary moment, but a good heads-up play by NotTodayKaren, popping that one off the wall to get it forward. DrunkCookies shot just to the right, follow-up just to the left. Oh, he's pinging around out there, hitting the posts, but not able to find the back of the net. Good attempts by DrunkCookies there in the closing minute and a half of this match. Remember, folks, that LST Yellow is trying to stay alive in this series here. Match point is to the little Jumpy Monkeys here. Tempest. Okay. Oh, go ahead, Stash.
I was going to say, oh, and there's a shot attempt by Mark, but it does hit crossbar and goes out. Now, what I was going to actually say is one thing in game number 1 that we were so, I was so impressed by was the bumps and demo attempts from Brava Gunnar, and we haven't seen anything since game number 1. So maybe we need to see more of that. We need to see the signature plays, not bumping each other, and NotTodayKaren and Brava Gunnar do get a little bit of a tag team between each other as Brava Gunnar is going to turn, gets it around 1. Can he get it? There's the dribble that we need to see, but no, he couldn't get the one more touch to take control. It's going to be right in front of net, but NotTodayKaren does go up. Did not get a touch, but nevertheless it did kind of fake the offensive player out, and nothing could come of it. DrunkCookies off the wall. Can he get one more to Brava Gunnar? Mark's already up. Does get it cleared away. NotTodayKaren, your last one back. We've got 7 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Is this one gonna go in? It does! NotTodayKaren with just a lob shot. 4 seconds. That is the type of play you need if you're local sports team Yellow. Just a missed attempt from our Sayers. Nobody can make the defensive play, and they go up 1-0.
4 seconds left. The bouncer off the ceiling for LST Yellow. 2 seconds now. Ball trickling towards the sideline. It won't go up, and we are heading to our very first Game 5 of the fall circuit here, folks. LST Yellow holds on and makes the late play for the win. What a match between these two teams. I'm glad this one's going to 5 here. These guys are both giving it their all here on the opening night stream. We can't wait to see Game 5 play out. Huge shout out to Normac gifting the Tier 1 to X-Ray. Congrats on becoming the grand champ of our heart, courtesy of our friend Normac there. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate that. Oh, man, so who we got in this one? It seemed like LST Yellow started off hot, and the Jumpy Monkeys came out of, kind of came out of nowhere and built some huge momentum in games 2 and 3, even I would argue back to the end of game 1. And then game 4 is just a total lockdown game with a big-time play from local sports team Yellow. So kind of feels like LST has the momentum heading into game number 5 here, but on the flip side, you kind of wonder, if you're the Monkeys, it's kind of a little bit of a fluke play off the wall, they beat him over the top. Like, I feel like it's anybody's game, but if I had to give the slight edge, it might be to LST Yellow right now.
Yeah, coming out with that, crazy momentum goal, just gets it around all the defensive players. That's great for them, but if your local sports team don't get too egotistical, that could be the wrong word, and that's definitely not what you want to see on the kickoff is a double commit, but they do reset themselves, and what a crazy pinch that was. But what I was going to say was, they need to keep their heads down, or keep their heads in the game and make sure that doesn't get to them. As NotTodayKaren does get another lob. Brava Gunnar with a great shot. Great pass by NotTodayKaren, and there's the momentum we need to see. Maybe it will help them, but I was going to say, when you get those type of lob shots from game number 4 and it goes in, it was just kind of a fluke. Our Sayers, hopefully it doesn't get to little Jumpy Monkeys and affect them in game number 5. But right now, boy, a local sports team is coming back alive like they were in game number 1. They both do miss a potential shot attempt there. But nevertheless, our Sayers and NotTodayKaren is in the corner. Mark is going to try and get it. Gets it around everybody, and there's the equalizer that didn't affect them. Our Sayers says, I may have missed that the goal before, but guess what? I'll go ahead and put one in now.
What a great passing play from the little Jumpy Monkeys. Every player of the team getting a touch on it. It started with Mark, went to Tempest, and then Arceirs puts in the goal. I have been impressed with the Monkeys. We've seen some really good passing plays come out from them over the course of the night, and you know, you can tell they've got some great coordination, but look at DrunkCookies. He's not impressed. He's just barreling his way through the entire defense. Boom, Tempest and Mark out of the play, and NotTodayKaren scores it. What a shot and what a play. Unbelievable. LST Yellow immediately responded. Got to give a couple shout outs here before I pass it back to you, Stash. Garwin just being a legend. 3 more gift subs to Right on Time, Disaster Piece, I think one of your teammates, and then Classic Ninja. Congrats on becoming the grand champ of our hearts here on IGL opening night, courtesy of Garwin, the legend. And then Weston Owen hits us with the Tier 1, 3 months of support. Weston couldn't get on a team this circuit. Hopefully we'll be able to find a team you can sub for. Really appreciate that, the grand champ of our heart. Thank you so much. And then Chirp City throwing up the $5 donation, saying Donut Defender is thick. You love to see it. The teammates hyping each other up here with the $5 donation. Congrats on your guys' win tonight. That was a really fun one to watch there. Sure, good things will be coming for your team here over the course of the circuit. And thank you so much for the support. And Mark barrels his way down the sideline to even this one up at 2. What a play coming out from the blue team to solidify this back at even footing here. We certainly have a ball game on our hands.
Yeah, indeed. You know, NotTodayKaren just kind of missed his touch. This one's going to go in front of the blue net, though. But nothing is there. No shot, no attempt, no nothing. DrunkCookies tries to keep it going. Mark is going to put a 50 on it. Coming off the corner, a nice bump from DrunkCookies. It's been helping them in this game so far, but Arceirs is already up. Can anybody be there? Brava Gunnar with a great defensive play. NotTodayKaren with a potential touch. Cookies is going back for boost. Ooh, a potential pass. Great pass from Karen to Cookies. Can anybody be up from blue? Brava Gunnar is already up. Tries to get it around Tempest, but no, Tempest does keep it onto the orange half. If you're a local sports team, you need to get this over onto blue side. As they do now, we are in blue territory. DrunkCookies going to send it off the wall. NotTodayKaren does with a great pass. It's right in front of net. Brava Gunnar is there and sends it over to the left side. Great play from Brava Gunnar. Great passing from local sports team.
Yeah, this was another big-time pass play, and you even see DrunkCookies bumping the goalie out of the way to clear that one through. 3-2 for LST Yellow. Colby hits that follow button, gets their shades. Thanks for joining the IGL family. And X-Ray, you are definitely the grand champ of our hearts. Sorry if I missed that one. And, a little bit of a miscue here for LST Yellow. NotTodayKaren, not too happy with himself after that one. Little Jumpy Monkeys breathing a sigh of relief as they again bring us back even 3 apiece. This is a ball game here, folks. This is very much a ball game. 2:29 on the clock. Game 5. Opening night hype is real here. Cookies trying to take this one down the sideline, but Mark has other ideas. Tees himself up and nails it. Nice play from Mark. Showing off some moves here. Gets it over the double commit. NotTodayKaren trying to swing around, but not able to elevate in time. And that one will go in for the blue team. 2 quick goals for them. Puts them back in, or puts them in front.
Yeah, indeed. You know, I think it's going to definitely go down to the wire. You know, who's going to have... right there. This is a potential play. NotTodayKaren does pop it up, but DrunkCookies can't get any type of a follow-up. He does keep it in front. Brava Gunnar is hanging back. DrunkCookies are low on boost. I would like to see him rotate out because now NotTodayKaren is your last one back. Brava Gunnar does get the wide rotation. NotTodayKaren and DrunkCookies are right behind each other. We need to see somebody in the middle. And right there would have been a potential shot. Can Brava Gunnar be there? NotTodayKaren is there. I thought Brava Gunnar, maybe he was already rotating back. What a great play. NotTodayKaren actually was able to rotate around, cut the rotation. Great plays from him to make sure that goes in the back. 4-4, a minute 50. Wow, I'm going to check out the stats right now. There's only 3 saves from local sports team, no saves from Jumpy Monkeys. So this is all offense right now.
Nothing but offense going down here in Game 5. We've got a shootout as we approach the final 90 seconds of regulation here. DrunkCookies works his way down the sideline, gets it around 2, gets a nice ball back to the middle. Can he follow it? Sayers makes a huge save on the goal line. What a play there. That was almost the highlight coming out from DrunkCookies, but a good stand by the blue defense. Pinch pass gets it towards the middle here, but then the blue defense clears it away. Cookies up into the corner, tapped away by the blue team. You can already feel the pressure here, and it is just week number 1 in the fall circuit, brought to you by Tapper's Arcade Bar. Big demo on net, and not today. Karen puts in the goal. DrunkCookies has just been bullying everyone here tonight. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not DrunkCookies, it was Brava Gunnar that time. DrunkCookies got 2 or 3 other bumps earlier that led to the goals. DrunkCookies like, save my shot. That was the best goal of my life. That was pretty dang close, but Sayers locking it down on defense. But LST does take the lead, and now there's only 50 seconds for the little Jumpy Monkeys to try to make something happen here and force OT.
Yeah, indeed. You know, you and me both have just gotten kind of name tied on Brava Gunnar and DrunkCookies. You know, they're both kind of using similarly shaped cars and just making savage play after savage play as he gets it around 2 defenders but can't get it around the 3rd. Now DrunkCookies is going to send it in. Brava Gunnar, nice rotation, keeps it going out. They've got the lead, so they got to watch, you know, kind of play the time, watch your overcommits, watch your double commits, making sure you don't do anything silly as that one's going to go in from Brava Gunnar. Great plays from them. 18 seconds, 2 goals up, and this is the local sports team we all know and love.
They have really stepped it up here in the second half. You got to feel for the little Jumpy Monkeys. I think they were getting a little nervous here in the closing seconds, as this one is probably looking like it is the dagger, but there's still time on the clock. Mark elevates, tries to push this one downfield. There are 2 in the corner here, but they're able to get it over the top. Sayers pops it forward. Mark thinking about swinging around on it, put dangerously towards the front of the net. Nothing doing here for the blue team, and LST Yellow will take this one in 5. Thrilling series between our 2 teams here. Couldn't have asked for a better second match of opening night.
That was insane. Great plays from local sports team. They definitely did come back alive. Jumpy Monkeys, you guys are a definite force to watch. So if you guys are watching in the audience, and if you're a Division 5 player 3v3 and you have to potentially play either Jumpy Monkeys or local sports team Yellow, watch out, because these guys can definitely come alive on both sides. So, you know, we only see a few saves. Jumpy Monkeys was a little bit lackluster on the defensive plays in this particular game. And kind of really same thing with local sports team. You know, they got 3 saves, yes, but, you know, look how many shots from both sides there were. I mean, it was just really trying to draw out any defenders, or, you know, trying to put any type of shots on as they could. But, yeah, local sports team, 6 goals. Great plays from them. They definitely came back within that last minute or so.
Yeah, local sports team with a big victory on opening night here. We got to keep it rolling because we have one more game. I'm going to cut it to a very, very short break here. 8:30 coming up, just because I want to update the overlays and everything, and we'll have Stash get the teams in the lobby and whatnot. But this is going to be another good one here. Division 2, Purdue Esports B taking on Fear the Reapers Red. We'll see you on the other side for that matchup here shortly.